want to get this revelation so bad. But the harvest is now, guys. It's now. Do you remember I kept saying we have a 2-year period where we can win the most souls with the least resistance? How many have heard me say that? I mean, how many haven't heard me say that? Okay, now you heard me say it. Let's pray. Lord, I pray for revelation knowledge to come on your people today, to live in the secret place. Revelation knowledge, Lord, to come. It's now because in 2 years, like I told you, when COVID hit, the Lord told me, quick, do the stadium in the Sun Devil Stadium. We rented it out, a 50,000-seat stadium. Do all this stuff. Go to this nation. I was doing stadiums and crusades and all of these nations, and it was in a hurry. So what's the hurry? Then I realized everything shut down, and we couldn't operate the same. And so open-air type crusades may not be as easy to do by 2025 because CBDC, so if the currency collapses and it becomes digital and everything's controlled, then you giving an offering to a ministry that might be blocked. You helping support a political candidate could be blocked. So does that make sense? So then, but God will create Goshens. He'll create other systems of finance. He always has a way around it. But China, you can't do a crusade in China. I've been to China, underground church. You can't just do 100,000 person. There's no way. You get more than 200 people, the police show up. So they had to adapt, and the Chinese church grew more than any church in the world under heavy persecution, yet they didn't have big crusades. They had to adapt to what the next, does that make sense? When things hit the earth and hit America, it's not the end, we're just going to have to adapt. But I know we have this year and part of next year, at least a good part of it, to do the maximum soul winning we can do in this format, and then God will shift again and show you other ways. Does that make sense? So there's an urgency in the spirit. Work while it's day. Night comes when it's no man can work or it's really hard to work. I'm adding the really hard. How many can feel that when you watch the news, you see what's going on? How many don't get this sometimes in your local church? You're not hearing this straight stuff. And how are they, and the AI is a big thing. I kept asking Lord about the AI thing. He says, keep watching the AI. It's actually end time prophecy. I thought, robots will replace jobs. He said, no, it's connected to so the AIs are these super intelligent computers that now are thinking for themselves. And it's so funny. And I was in Israel, and right before, I was in near Tel Aviv, and I met this guy with his kids, and he was just playing with his kids. And I go, hey, we just start talking. What do you do for a living? He goes, I work with AIs. Tel Aviv area has high-tech companies, all the latest. So he said, yeah, Elon Musk is going to probably join our thing. You might see him on the news. I said, well, so tell me about these AIs. Aren't they dangerous? He goes, yeah. And he half joking goes, yeah, they're probably going to kill us all in the end. And I go, then why are you helping him? He goes, well, it's better to be ahead. If we don't try to be ahead of it, then China and Russia will be using the AIs, and that'll be bad for the world. So we, America, Israel, and so he says, we have to be ahead of it. I said, yeah, but how do you control where they can self-destruct, kill everybody? Oh, we're going to put technology in there where we can shut their shut-off switch. I said, don't you think they're going to be smart enough to figure that out and undo the shut-off switch? He goes, yeah, probably. Like I said, they're probably eventually going to kill us all. That's what he says. But if we join them now, then we have a chance. That's what he says to me. So this is an unsaved, secular, Jewish guy that's very smart. These are like Einstein-type people. So, there's something about the image of the beast. You read the book of Revelation and Daniel. So that's the Lord's beginning to show me that deception stuff is going to be a connection with AI and the demonic mixed together.